Alright, we're going to talk about black lights, otherwise known as ultraviolet lights. First one here is, this is really just a shop light designed to be like hung from your garage ceiling. And it's 4 feet long and takes these fluorescent tubes, and these are ultraviolet fluorescent lights. This fixture I think I paid between $25 and $30 for, and each one of these tubes cost about $15 each. And I've used this for several years and it works great, but realize that it is rated for indoor use and it is a shock hazard outside. And then we also have these two reflectors. I bought these for about $12 each at Home Depot. And inside of them you'll see are these spiral CFL black lights. It's just last year was the first time I noticed that they made a UV black light version of these spiral CFL lights. I bought this one at Home Depot for $5, and that was the first one I tested, and I was really surprised at how much light they produce. We're going to go outside and demonstrate it, but I can tell you right now that what I found is that one of these produces about half as much light as these two together, which means that one of these is producing as much as this whole 40-watt tube. Each one of these is 40 watts, that's a total of 80 watts, and this is only 13 watts. But I don't know if it's because this light is just more efficient, or if it's because the reflector is focusing more of the light in one spot. But if I get two of these on a web, it is just as bright as this one fixture. So I was really pleasantly surprised with how well these 13-watt lights work. So I went online and bought this 26-watt spiral CFL light. And I thought, well, this should give me twice the glow as that. And we'll go out and test it outside, but surprisingly, this actually, this is 26 watts, and there's twice as much visible light that you see, but as far as UV light that gives a glow, this actually has a little bit less glow than this. And this one cost me, I think, $15, so it just, obviously what I'm getting at is I would stick with the $5 Home Depot lights. I bought 4 different kinds of lights, and all 4 of them I had similar experience, that they actually, even though they were a higher wattage, they had a lower amount of UV glow than this $5 light. And here's the package that these 13-watt lights come in. You'll notice that it's manufactured by FEIT Electric. And if you look at Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's or any store that sells spiral CFL lights, either black light or normal ones, most of them are made by FEIT Electric. And now I know why, that Home Depot and Walmart and everybody, they really truly did find the best manufacturer that does a good job of making efficient lights. And this is what I would recommend. Now, as I mentioned, all of these light fixtures, they work well, but they're not approved for outdoor use. And so I had some of my customers ask me, well, what do I use? And so I looked on the internet, and the only things I could find were expensive, $100 and more. And so I looked around at different importers and found a place in China that made an outdoor light fixture that was designed for CFL lights, and I imported them. If you buy them from me, this is what they'll come in, is a box like this. I printed up some instructions, and this is what they look like. And be sure to realize that at the bottom there's a little package with an Allen wrench in it, because you'll need that to take out the screws on this faceplate. Now I'm going to cheat and use my electric drill here, and we'll take those out. And then you'll see that this this whole thing is made of aluminum, and this aluminum piece comes off there, and then there's a plexiglass piece with a rubber fitting around the edge, and that's what forms a watertight seal. And then you'll notice there's a reflector in here, and the very first one that I imported had no reflector, and of course it didn't work so well, so I asked them to make a reflector, and they did. However, there's this little plastic piece in there. Now I'm going to show you why that's in there. This reflector, as shipped from China, sits back like this. If you can see that, right? Mm-hmm. And I found, just by experimentation, I just went outside and looked at it. If I bring this reflector out as far as it'll go, then it focuses the light much better. And so I had to get a way to make that come out. So I made this little plastic offset, and its only purpose in life is it goes down in there. Could you see that?
Yeah, show it again.
Okay, see, this plastic piece fits down in there. I know you can't see, but I've got to make sure that's in there right. Okay, and that just forms a little platform to make sure that the reflector is sitting in the right place. And so, but it already comes shipped that way. I'm just pointing out that I have done my best here to make the light fixture work as well as possible. So we screw in our CFL light and put our faceplate back on, and we're going to go outside and show you just how well all these lights work and compare them. All right, here we've got a regular standard web alongside a glow web, and we're going to turn on a UV light. And there, it's obvious which one is the glow web. And of course, not only does the glow web glow, but anything white tends to glow, such as the white parts of my shirt there. Okay, here we are. There's the glow web with no ultraviolet light on it, and that big white reflection in the window is a street light, which we have right behind us, unfortunately. And if you're not by a street light, then all of this will work even better. So this is like a worst case scenario. Hopefully you're not by a street light and it'll work even better. So now I'll go up, and this is the 13 watt light in a reflector. We turn it on and voila, we get glow web. And of course the fluorescent pink poster board that we put on the Spider, it glows also. And of course anything white that trick-or-treaters that come up as they're walking up here, if they walk near the black light, then of course the white parts of their costume will glow also. Now what we're going to demonstrate here, I'm going to shine this at you just so you can see. You can see that, right?
Now I can.
That is the smaller 13 watt light, and this is the bigger 26 watt light. Now I'm going to put, the big one is on the left, the other one's on the right. Okay, that's, you still got it on?
Yes.
That's the 13 watt light. That is the 26 watt light. I'm going to switch them again. You can see the 13 watt light works much better. So this is really a waste of money. It costs 3 times the price, has twice the watts, but the actual amount of ultraviolet light coming from this is about half of what you get from the 13 watt light. All right, we've established that these 13 watt black lights made by FEIT Electric are higher quality and more efficient than the other black lights, and so it'd be nice if they made some higher wattage ones. Well, I couldn't find any in any store, and I found their email address, and I sent them an email, and FEIT Electric did answer my email, and they said that at this time the 13-watt black light is the only spiral CFL black light that they make. They of course make all sorts of different sizes of standard lights, but as far as black lights go, this is the only size of CFL black light that they make. Okay, we're back. I'm sitting in front of the glow web, and I'm going to turn on one of the outdoor light fixtures. Blink. That's me. Do I look scary? Ah. Anyway, there you can see it lights up the spider web, and I've got another one here. If we turn it on, you can see, you can't see it get brighter, right?
Yes.
And now we're going to turn that off, and we're going to turn on this. Can you see that the 4-foot light is on here?
Yeah.
And this is 80 watts. And so you'd think it would really make it glow, and it works well, but it really works about the same. Okay, you got it on the web?
Yes.
Okay, you want to come up and help me? I'm going to do a voiceover during this part because my voice is hard to understand in the original video. Right here we have the 4-foot light fixture on, and that's 80 watts worth of power, and it does a pretty good job of lighting up the whole web, and that's where the 4-foot light fixture shines. It puts it out over a bigger area. In a little bit here, I'm going to turn off the 4-foot light fixture and turn on one outdoor light fixture, and I'm going to do that right about now. You can see, I'd say it's about half as bright. And now we turn the 4-foot light fixture back on, and now next we're going to turn 2 outdoor light fixtures so you can see a comparison there, and that's going to happen about now. And I'd say that the 2 outdoor light fixtures together are about equal in brightness with the 4-foot light fixture, and that's the end of our demonstration.